Reporting from Cali Christopher Hall for The Shield, I'm Lisa Meadows.
A slight chance of a couple more flurries tonight and for tomorrow, but after that, winds are picking up. We are under a high wind advisory, and that will continue at least until tomorrow. This is our next system. This is going to be moving into our area for tomorrow, dropping some flurries, but other than that, just a little bit of lake effect snow to our north. On average, 58 people die each year due to lightning strikes. That's actually more than tornado deaths. Now we're up to 22 tornado reports. Now those are just reports, those aren't confirmed, but we had 8 of those in Indiana. Cold air that was farther south moved back up into Canada, and we're going to be seeing more of a west to east flow with our weather. That's going to bring all of these temperatures back near average. Winds, they flow parallel to these isobars, so watch after that moves by. We're going to be seeing these winds start to come out of the west-southwest, and that's going to start to warm us up actually as we move into the weekend. They made it into the 30s, which is actually good for us, because if you look at our wind speeds, they're out of the west-southwest at 14 miles per hour, a little strong, but that's going to bring all of that warmer air into our region and definitely warm us up as we move into the weekend.
We've measured over 9 inches so far here at Valparaiso University, and as you can see, the snow is still falling. Now we do expect this to taper off as we move into the early evening hours, just in time for your afternoon commute, but there is some cooler temperatures moving in.
Tell me when we see 40 degrees.
Midweek next week you'll be seeing 40, but we'll be getting much warmer starting after today, getting into the 20s, 30s, and then we'll finally make it into the 40s next week. As long as we get above freezing, I think a lot of us are going to be happy. We're at 55 degrees, some 60s still sticking around down to our south, and we're going to be seeing warmer temperatures tomorrow as well. This is the reason why winds are a little strong, 21 miles per hour out of the south, but this is what is bringing all these warmer temperatures into the area. Actually, we got a little lucky overnight last night. Satellite shows that we really cleared out, the sun came in, and that helped to warm us up quite a bit after such a chilly night last night. We do have a couple of clouds starting to make their way into the area, but this is actually a good thing because this is going to help insulate the atmosphere, and it's going to actually keep us a little bit warmer overnight tonight.
Lisa Meadows joins us now with the forecast, and she said I wouldn't like it, so I know some of you
Usually
share
I'm
that.
lucky and I have some good news for you, but unfortunately it looks like I'm the bearer of bad news this time. We are going to have a change in the weather pattern. It's going to get a bit cooler and a chance of snow. But hey, let's look at today. High temperatures made it into the mid to lower 40s, right around average for this time of year, but you can really see the difference in temperatures. We're at 50 in Gary, mainly mid to lower 40s, all the way down to the 70s. Down to our south. Our national highs are showing some colder air off to our west, and unfortunately that's what we're going to have to look forward to as we move into the weekend. Satellite shows that we did have clouds throughout the area most of the day, reflecting most of that sunlight, so we didn't get necessarily as warm. But here's what's interesting: as we look at the Lakeshore Storm Tracker, we do see some showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm or two moving off to our east, but this is a tornado warning box. There are actually 16 tornado reports in Iowa and 45 hail reports as well. Now, as the system starts to move towards us, we're hoping it'll lose most of its energy, but there is a chance that we could be seeing some hail in the area overnight tonight. Right now we're at 43 degrees, and that actually should be about our low temperature overnight. We have a warm front, as you can see, the much warmer temperatures to our south. This warm front's going to be moving into our area, so we should actually warm up to about 47 as we hit the morning hours. Winds are rather strong. It will be breezy overnight tonight, 16 miles per hour out of the east. It will shift more to our southeast, and that's what's going to bring some of that warmer air behind that front. As we look into the overnight forecast, like I said, thunderstorms overnight. We are right on the edge of the chance for slight severe weather. Actually, it's right just barely clipping northwest Indiana, so you do want to pay attention to that. Breezy as well as becoming warmer, like I said, as we move into the overnight hours. Tomorrow we will be seeing some showers, mainly after about 1 p.m., but then the temperature is really going to start to quickly drop off after we start to hit 50 degrees. Then, unfortunately, here it comes. We're going to have some winds out of the north, dropping our temperatures into the 30s, upper 30s, not too bad, but still quite a bit cooler than what we had seen before. There is also a chance of snow as we start off the weekend on Friday, but we'll see the sun start to move back in as we get into the work week with temperatures getting back into the upper 30s.
I don't like seeing polar anything at the end of March.
I agree with you.
That is kind of strange. Still to come on.
The Valparaiso University Storm Intercept team went on their first storm chase of the season. Unfortunately, it was a bust. It all started out here in the VU Weather Center at 7 a.m. for a morning meeting. A code yellow was sent out via email the night before, stating conditions continue to improve for severe weather on Sunday, warranting the early morning get-together. After the drivers and individual cars were organized, a code red was issued with instructions to meet for deployment at 10 a.m. 5 cars were slathered in Rain-X and rigged with CBs for communication before the students piled in for the long haul to the Illinois-Iowa border. At about 5:30 p.m., Vusit was just in the vicinity of the target area when things took a turn for the worse on a county line gravel road. The lead car experienced a flat tire and all hope of getting in the right position was out the window, but it wasn't necessarily all a bust. As the forecast verification shows, the team did choose the right target area.
Based on what we saw on all of our models and everything, if we would have gotten to where we wanted to get, we would have probably seen a nice wall cloud or some other nice storm system, which it turned out it never produced a tornado, but it would have been a lot cooler than seeing lightning off in the distance.
The team continued monitoring the storm on the way back, as well as the temperature and dew point conditions along the way. In the end, most students still considered the chase a success after learning the ropes from the upperclassmen.
Well, I got to know a little bit more about how the seniors go about looking at the mesoscale data and where we need to be located. So different dynamic aspects as to where we need to be located. And maybe I learned how to change a spare tire in case something comes up.
With such an overactive severe weather pattern already this early in the severe weather season, the Storm Chase team is hoping that they'll get another chance. In front of Callie Christopher Hall for The Shield, I'm Lisa Meadows.